Parvyn is an Adelaide-based vocalist and performer. As an artist, her rich sound includes the cult psychedelic band the Bombay Royale through to the broad textures of her debut solo album called Sa. No stranger to the stage, Parvyn began performing across the globe from a young age with her father, the internationally acclaimed Dya Singh. Parvyn and Dya Singh, thank you so much for joining us on Artworks.
It is an absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting us on the show.
I'm going to start with you, Parvyn, because you have been performing for a really long time. What are some of your earliest memories of being on stage internationally?
Internationally, I remember going to the Singapore Arts Festival when I was young and performing at WOMAD. But one of my early stages was when I was probably about 5, and it was the first show that we did at the Lion Arts Theatre in Adelaide. And I actually fell asleep on stage. There's this one song that Dad does called Pavan Guru, the environmental guru, and it's like my sleeping song. And so my sisters and my mum was behind us, and I would just like put my head down on my mum's lap and sleep on stage.
And Dya, you used to perform alongside your own father. So what's it like continuing that tradition with your family?
I think it's a generational improvement.
Yes.
I learned certain things from my father, which I carried forward, and I was able to introduce a certain amount of fusion. And now what has happened is Parvyn has taken it one stage beyond that. I think that's what the responsible evolution of music is all about.
Like a word we swallow.
I didn't want to restrict myself to genre. I wanted to show the traditions, as Dad was saying, of the Indian musical elements and where I've come from. But then my mother tongue is Punjabi, but I don't fluently songwrite in that language. And so for me, singing in English is like how I can actually express myself.
Made of a million tiny animals.
Whether it's from blues to classical Indian music, I just put it all on there and hope I take everyone for the journey with me.
I'm really interested to know what it's been like for you, Parvyn, finding a place within the Australian music scene.
We started off performing in the Gurdwara, so the Sikh temples, and then there was someone who encouraged Dad to perform outside in festivals. So we went to the National Folk Festival, Woodford Folk Festival, Port Fairy Festival, and we were kind of seen as a representation of multicultural Australia within those festivals. And so through that world of the folk music, the Bombay Royale started. Andy Williamson was looking for an Indian singer, and through the grapevine, he found me.
Dya Singh, tell me what it's like as a father, seeing Parvyn's growth as an artist over the years.
I'm a very proud father. There was a time Parvyn was Dya Singh's daughter. Now I am Parvyn's dad. And of course, the precision of her voice. To me, that's very particular. For example, in our background, you treat each note as an altar. When you start, each note is like an altar. You go and pay your respects at that altar. But then there comes a point where you start dancing on the altar. And that is what she has done with this particular album. And I'm very proud of it, very proud of it.
Thanks, Daddy.
Dya Singh and Parvyn, thank you so much for joining us on Artworks. And Parvyn, you're going to perform a song for us. I'm going to ask you which track off this album is it going to be?
Yes, I don't have my whole band here with me today, so I'm going to do a solo performance. And it's the first track of the album. It's called Jara. Just paying tribute to my ancestors as far back as I could go.
To take us out, here's Parvyn performing Jara.
Ah ni sa ga ma pa ma ni da pa ma ga re sa ni da pa ma ga re sa ni da pa ma ga re sa pa